Hear me out. How emotional validation builds persistence. Imagine a young child building a tower of blocks. Each time it falls, frustration starts to build up. Now, picture two adults nearby. One says, "It's not that hard, don't be upset." And the other says, "That was really tricky, wasn't it?" Which response do you think would inspire the child to try again? Most of us naturally believe that acknowledging a child's emotions feels more supportive. And as it turns out, such perspective is supported by research showing that emotional validation, that is, the act of acknowledging and embracing a child's feelings, is crucial for fostering persistence. Persistence is the ability to continue working through challenges without giving up. While previous research by Eisenberg and colleagues in 1996 suggested that emotional support helps with emotional regulation and coping, John and Park in their 2024 study focused on a more specific question. That is, does directly validating a child's emotions encourage greater persistence? To investigate this, they conducted an experiment including 93 children aged 4 to 6 years. Initially, each child received a block puzzle that was impossible to solve because of mismatched pieces. The goal was to create a scenario where children would get frustrated. The researchers took note of any signs of struggling amongst children, such as frowning or becoming agitated. When frustration occurred, the researcher responded in one of the three ways: acknowledging the child's feelings by saying, "That was a hard puzzle. It's understandable to feel frustrated." Dismissing the child's feelings by saying, "That wasn't hard, no reason to be upset." Or giving a neutral response, ignoring the child's feelings by saying, "Okay, next puzzle." Following this interaction, the children were given a second, solvable puzzle. The study's primary focus was to measure the duration of their engagement with this second task before giving up. The results were striking. Children who received emotional validation persisted 28% longer than those who received a neutral response and 42% longer than those who were invalidated. Simply feeling understood gave children the motivation to keep going. Interestingly, there was no significant difference in invalidated and neutral groups, indicating that ignoring a child's emotions could be just as unhelpful as dismissing them. These findings highlight the importance of emotional validation in promoting persistence after failure. Although the studies show that emotional validation promotes persistence, the researchers pointed out that it is still unknown how validation causes this effect. They suggested that validation might help children manage frustration effectively or create a sense of emotional safety that boosts their motivation. If future research can explain exactly how emotional validation helps, it could help refine child development strategies. So, what does this imply? When frustrated, children do not always require quick solutions or distractions. Instead, they need someone to acknowledge their feelings. Emotional validation is a simple and powerful tool that adults can use to help children foster perseverance and resilience. Sometimes the most powerful thing we can say to a struggling child is a simple, "I hear you."